Alright guys, Mike O HEARN here. We're going to do a little squatting performance. Right now I'm going to show you a basic powerlifting squat, alright? Watch the bar placement, watch where my feet are, see how I get into the hole, see how the shoes help. You'll notice when I'm squatting, the first thing that breaks on me is I kick my ass back. That's where most of my power is, from the hips. It's not the snap of the knee. I'm sitting back into the squat, back on the heels, bar lower on the back, and that's where the form comes in. That explosion up for powerlifting. What else have we got there? That's just some fun stuff though, right? Main thing here though is sit back on the heels. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to squat today. The main thing with this squat, thickness, size, and power. That's the first one's up. Here's my second squat, or what people call a bodybuilding squat. What I call is almost like a bad form squat, but what I'm focusing on is a couple different things. The first break of the knee is the first thing. Relative in the power squat, when I'm sitting back first, I'm letting the knees relax first and going more straight down. You'll also see that I carry the bar now high on the back relative to lower on the back. So it's a complete change up. And now what I do with this weight too is, this is something that with the powerlifting squat, I go as heavy as I possibly can. I hit the weight, but I'm carrying it more evenly on the body so where I can break it down and squat. On this, now what I'm focused on is just quad development. It's a completely different than powerlifting squat. So let's watch the placement. Watch how I break the knees and bring it down. You see a couple different things I did. I put my foot up higher. It's gonna make a tilt in. Break the knees first. Now again, this I'd go lighter with relative to powerlifting squats. Because really what you're doing here, for me, and this is what I've done, and this again for me, I've strengthened my ligaments and joints and tendons and building the quads at the same time. But it's something I do for longevity. What you do is you see a lot of bodybuilders come in and they squat like this solely for the quad development, which is fine, and they don't go as deep. And again, that's fine. Understand why they're doing it. They're not doing it to compete in powerlifting or anything. They're doing it just for the quad development. But again, this is something I do lighter than powerlifting squats. All right, and this is going to strengthen everything else because it's not about just building muscle. You got to build everything. All right, that's why we're still around. That's why we're doing it. Why we're having fun. Do you hear me? Bye.